In this short video, I'm going to be making my recommendation for the best seat cushions for you to try on your Aeron size C. So I've been working through these 9 different cushions for the past month or so, sitting on all of them for hours. So I went through these cushions, evaluated them based on the fit on the Aeron chair, the look of the cushion on the chair, the quality of the cushion, the comfort of the cushion, and any noise the cushion might make, because some of these are a bit noisy. My overall top recommendation is the Strata Mesh XL. The main reason that I'm recommending this is that it's a custom fit cushion that fills out the entire surface area of the seat. And if you bought the Aeron size C, you probably bought it because you're a bit bigger like me. And if that's the case, it's going to really pay off for you having more of the surface area of the seat filled out by the cushion. So even though I'm someone who I think would have preferred a more breathable cushion, like one that has those cell membranes and gel that you see online, this one ultimately I believe to be the most comfortable for me. It was the one that I felt the least like changing out over time. It's also a high quality item. It's got tough straps, tough pocket here. It has no tags, no logo. It doesn't make any weird noises. So I think it's a really solid item, and it's overall my top pick. My runner-up pick is the purple double, and I honestly might even end up keeping this one just to swap it out and use it in hot weather. But I think the purple double is a pretty special cushion. It has a really soft top. It's got a super durable bottom and handles. The case is definitely best in class. And when you get inside and you look at this material, this was, in my testing, the best-in-class cell membrane cushion. It is a bit unique. It's a bit different than some of the generic knockoffs you'll find in that it has 2 layers of this stuff, and it has this very soft top layer. In terms of comfort, it really made a great first impression on me. You really feel yourself sink in, and then it's quite magical actually how breathable it is. The one thing holding it back for me, and why it ultimately isn't my top recommendation, is it just doesn't fill out the full surface of the chair. That's the biggest thing for me. And if it did, and it's extended forward more, it probably would have been the one that I kept. But over time, after many hours of sitting, you really do feel this edge, or I certainly felt this edge on my thighs, even though it's very, very soft, but you will feel it. My body, I don't know about yours, but it doesn't have a hard right angle drop off in my thighs. So I do wish they had a bit of a curve in the front of this thing. But still, the purple double is my top recommendation if you want a breathable cushion for your Aeron size C. The one thing to be aware of, in addition to the fit that I mentioned, is it makes a weird noise when you sit on it. I'm putting it right by my lav, so you can definitely hear it, but you can hear it across the room. It's not a big deal, but my fiance even commented on it because we work across the room these days in COVID times. So that's something at first it really bothered me, but if I really think about it rationally, if it's the most comfortable cushion, you should still get it. All right, now I want to get into a couple other options. So if you really want to economize on your cushion, which I don't actually recommend, but if you do, and I want to respect that for many people spending $100 or $120 on a cushion seems crazy, this is the Millard memory foam for $25. It was actually the second most comfortable cushion for me behind the Strata Mesh. And the special thing about the Millard memory foam is it's a true memory foam. It really holds the memory for a lot longer than the other models I tested. So I think it has a nice professional clean look, though it is just kind of a brick of foam. But the fabric is nice, and the quality, you know, leaves a little bit to be desired. I find I'm a little worried about this zipper, and the case is a bit flimsy. And when you look inside, it truly just is a brick of memory foam. But memory foam is good. There's a reason it got a lot of hype. It really does press quite a bit less on my thighs over time, and it was a pleasant surprise to me that, like the Purple Double, it has this sharp right angle edge in the front, but it still was really comfortable even after extended periods of sitting. So if you only want to spend 25 bucks and you aren't worried about heat, then I recommend the Millard memory foam. I didn't try that many memory foam options. I was pretty sure that I would want a more ventilated cushion and would be worried about the heat issues. So there are other memory foam options on Amazon that you might try that I didn't try. But this is going to be my budget pick if you aren't worried about heat. I'm going to give you one more pick. This is the Tomite. So the Tomite seat cushion is one of these generic cell membrane cushions on Amazon. And I think it's the best in class for a budget breathable cushion on your Aeron C. And I think the main reasons for that are that I think on the Aeron C, you might be able to get away with a thinner cushion like this. So this Aeron C already has this mesh stuff that is giving a lot. It might be performing kind of the role of the lower layer of the gel double. So this to me is like the top layer of the gel double. And in fact, the softness is very similar to the top layer of the gel double. I think other reasons this was a good, my budget pick for a ventilated cushion on the C is it really matches the shape of the Aeron nicely. And even though it's a little small for the C, it's got this nice curve in front and in back. It's got a very actually carefully carved ergonomic shape, which really distinguishes it from the other cell membrane cushions I tested. So it's got actually kind of a tapered front. So this is great for your thighs. I mean, for me, I'm tall, so even though my thighs extend long beyond this, it's a nice small point. So it kind of gradually extends over and combines with the mesh in the front. And it's got this nice tailbone cutout. I don't know if that really, honestly, it made it more comfortable for me, but that's there. If you are feeling tailbone pain, that might be something that helps you. So overall, the Tomite, when I sat on it for extended periods, was not quite as comfortable as the gel double. I eventually did start feeling some pressure around my sit bones and in the front of my thighs that was a little tiny bit worse than the gel, than the Purple Double. But the Tomite, I think, is a really great budget option. And I think it's a particularly good pick if you're looking for a thin, breathable cushion. So before I close out, just a reminder, you'll find links in the description to learn more about the products featured in this video. If you do end up following one of those links and make a purchase, it's a really nice way to show your support. Helps out content creators like me. We make a small commission on those purchases. So very much appreciate if you do end up using those links. And with that, let's finish out the video. The one video I would recommend, in addition to this one, before you make your purchase, is to perhaps check out the guide to how to choose which cushion is right for you. I do think this is a very personal thing. This is what we call an experiential product, meaning you probably need to experience it to know what's going to be best, which is probably why you're on YouTube trying to get other people's experiences. So I would recommend checking out that video to get my recommendations on how to make this choice. And as much as it pains me to say, it might be worth it to you to purchase a couple of these cushions and only keep one. This is something I think you might need to try before you ultimately know what is best for you in the long run.